Hello and welcome back to the channel, back to 2D6 Dungeon, which was created by Toby Lancaster. His link is in the description. We are here on level 7, the Menagerie, character level 9, and we are roughly 60-ish% done with this floor. It's looking good. We're gonna try filling in the middle a little bit and out to the corner here today. Hopefully the dice gives us some decent sized rooms so that we can fill in much of this and maybe even find the keeper. I left this open because I thought we would come around, but then this room kind of stuck out. Let's go here, and I was thinking we would hop on into the middle. So let's check this door to see if it's locked. It's a wooden door, so it's only locked on a 6. We are unlocked. Let's find out what's beyond. Open the door. Here we are. Before we even move in, we are accosted by a rotten smell. It is the mort pits. The ground here has been opened and partially eaten bodies, now rotten, have been thrown in. If you move through this room, lose 2 HP, for the smell is toxic and makes you sick. Got doors, we can see that it's portcullises, but I don't really want to enter the room. It stinks. There is a door that way, and can't see it. Oh, I'll zoom out like normal. There's a door that way, but we also have 2 archways over this way. So I think we're gonna just close that door back up. Lock the smell back off. We're gonna head around this way and check through this archway. We go through this archway and we discover a little corridor that connects the 2 up. Even though it's not directly connected, that was portcullises over here, so I'm sure that smell is drifting through here. So we continue this way to the end of the corridor. We enter a room with a single archway exit. This is a Meduva construct. Piled high is a mound of bones. It is lashed with leather cord. Skulls top the creation. This is a sacred place. If you can apply 2 offerings correctly, gain 1 Meduva favor point and roll on this table, blessed by the gods table. Let's see if we can do that here. We have bone, ash, leather, teeth and fangs, wishbone, and emeralds. Let's see what we got in our inventory. I think we have a little bit of all that stuff. We do have an emerald, so we can get a +2 on our favor point check for that. And we have some croc teeth. I don't have a wishbone. Yeah, so we can donate some croc teeth and an emerald. That would give us 2 favor points, or it would give us 3 favor points, 1 for the area and then 2 extra for the emerald. And we don't need more favor points, but we're gonna give the offering anyway so we can get the blessing of the gods. We already got it maxed out. Donate the emerald, donate the teeth. 11. Your arms become warm and tense. In the next combat, you can cast 2 fireballs at your enemy at any time, each causing 2d6 + 2 damage. That's nice. We're definitely going to use that. Alright, we'll leave that up in the corner like so, and we'll go through this archway. All fired up and ready to go. Passing through this archway, we walk into a corridor. One way heads back towards the entrance area, and the other continues straight, so we'll continue straight across. It is cut off this other way. We enter into a room where we've got hanging cages. There are several empty cages here. Some hang precariously from the ceiling above you. As you enter, they begin to fall. Roll a d6. On a 5 or below, 1 strikes you, causing 5 damage. We won't get to add anything to that. We are hit by a cage. That will bring us to 44 health. There is 1 archway exit to this room, so we'll continue on there before we get hit again. Is there more things hanging? This room is Part 2, a messy den. This room is littered with bones and dirt. In one corner, a scale hound laps water from a barrel. You must fight the animal. If you survive, you find a concealed hatch. Roll on secret table 2 with a +2. We have scaled hound. Scaled hounds are the result of the experiments with metamorphic magic. They are lizards and dogs blended and transformed into large, powerful beasts by raptured Simbates. For maneuvers, they have a heavy barge and a crazed mulling. The heavy barge is a 4-1, which will be deflected by our breastplate, making that a 2d6 -2. And the crazed mulling is a 5-5, which will be deflected by our banded shield, making that 3d3 flat. For interrupts, they have tough skin, primary 2s, 4s, and 6s, which will affect our twisting stab only, making that a 2d6 +4. He's got 50 hit points. We should be able to take him out pretty quickly. No need to throw anything at him, although we do have 2 fireballs to throw at the enemy. So we'll start off with one of those for first round. So top of round 1, our turn, we have a fireball at him. Being a blessing from a god, I don't think I have to roll for casting. Everything I'm finding in the book is talking about casting from a scroll. You have to roll to succeed, whereas this is just that my arms are ready to throw a fireball, blessed from a god to do so. I don't think I have to roll, I just do the damage and get a fireball thrown at him. 2d6 +2 for the first fireball. 7 points of damage. That'd be round 1. I'll bring him down to 43 health. Scale Hound's turn for round 1. And my dice jumped out of the trap. We have a 5-2. With 2 shifts, a 5-2 can be shifted to a heavy barge. 1 shift to a 4, and 1 shift to a 1. 2d6 -2. 7 points of damage. Bring us to 37 health. But then we'll heal back our 1 to 38. Round 2, our turn, we'll throw the other fireball at him and our blessing. 8 points of damage. That brings him down to 35 health. We have Hound's turn for round 2, and our blessing is gone. Oh, 6/6 prime attack for the Scale Hound. The beast rears and rakes you with its paws. Long broken claws tear at you. Take 2d6 damage. 5 points of damage. Bring us to 33. Should be healed back to 34. Top of round 3, our turn. We have a 5-5 with 4 shifts. We can change a 5 to a 6 and a 5 to a 4. Create a ferocious strike. 2d6 +10. 17 points of damage. Bringing him down to 18 health. Scale Hound's turn for round 3. With a 2-4 and still 2 shifts, a 2-4 cannot be made into any maneuvers for the Scale Hound. Top round 4, our turn. Up to 5 shifts now. With a 1-1 though, we can't shift out of that. So that's a failed attack round. Scale Hound's turn for round 4. And a 3-4. 3-4 with 3 shifts. We can take 2 shifts to make the 3 a 5, and 1 shift to make the 4 a 5. Create a crazed maul. The 3-3. It's 3, 5, 6 points of damage. Bring us to 28 health, and then we heal back to 29. Top round 5, our turn. We have a 6-1. I'll just take 3 shifts to change that 1 into a 4 to create a Ferocious Strike. 17 points of damage. Bringing him down to just 1 health left. Scale Hound's turn for round 5. With a 4-4 and 4 shifts, we just change that to... We can do more damage with the Scale Barge, so 3 shifts to change the 4 into a 1. Making that a 2d6 minus 2. 4 points of damage. That brings us to 25 health. We heal to 26. And now that I think about it, 3d3 has the potential to do more damage than 2d6 minus 2. I wasn't thinking, I was looking at the size of the dice, not the number. We should have went with Crazy Walling on that one, but too late to adjust. Top round 6, our turn. With a 4-1 and 7 shifts, we can use 2 shifts to change that 4 into a 6, and 3 shifts to change that 1 into a 4. Create another Ferocious Strike. And the overkill with 18 points of damage. That will make him dead. We can get a set of fangs without becoming bloodied from him, and we get 800 experience points. So let's grab those fangs. $800 XP will bring us up to 22,924 XP. Turn here, step over to this hatch, open it up. What we find inside is those with a +2, so 5. There are 2 half-burnt candles in the hatch next to a medium quality garnet. We're going to leave the half-burnt candles. I don't feel like carrying those, but we'll take the garnet. As you see, I mentioned last time I was going to fix the coins so that they weren't turned sideways when you had 4 digits, but I didn't get that far. This room had 2 exits to it, so one is going back towards the starting area. Leave this little hole in the middle of the map. We're gonna continue north, see what's up here. Pass through that archway, we come into a room. It is a large room. It is a skeleton gallery. A large skeleton of a scale hound is on display here. As you enter, your presence brings it to life. Fight it. The creature has a +10 HP, which will make it 60 health instead of 50. Before I alter the camera, I was looking at our combat round turns, and first question for round 1 is use magic or ranged weapon. If we say yes, you throw a weapon, throw an axe, which I have, and then roll damage. Our next question is take a potion. If we take a potion, then we have the potion effect. If not, then we do our melee. So we're kind of hurting. That's what I'm going to do on round 1. We're going to throw the weapon, throw an axe, and then drink one of our potions. Let's get set up for that. We'll go right into combat with our throwing axe first. It is a +2 axe. Let's throw that. A 1/6 is not touched by his interrupt. Therefore, we do 8 points of damage. Bring him down to 52 health. Top of round 1, we're going to drink our potion of further health. Give us 25 health back, which will bring us to 51, if my math works right. But that is our turn for round 1. Scale Hound's turn. Starting with a 4-2. It takes 1 shift to make that a heavy barge. 2d6 minus 2. 7 points of damage. Brings us to 44 health, but then we'll heal back 1 to 45. Top round 2, Archer. And we have a 1/6, 4 shifts, You take 1 shift to make a 1 into a 2. And we take 3 shifts to take the 6 down to a 3, using all 4 to make a twisting stab, which will be 2d6 plus 4. 9 points of damage. That brings him to 43 health. Scale Hound's turn for round 2. With a 6-2, only 2 shifts, he cannot make a maneuver from a 6-2. Top round 3 archer. We have a 4-4. 2 shifts to change that 4 into a 6 to make a ferocious strike. 2d6 plus 10. 19 points of damage. Bringing him down to 24 health. Scale Hound's turn for round 3. We have a 2-1. 2 shifts to change that 2 into a 4 to create a heavy barge. 6 points of damage. Brings us to 39 health, but then we heal back 1 to 40. Top round 4 archer. We have a 6-2. Again, only need to have 2 shifts to create a ferocious strike. 18 points of damage. Bringing him down to 6 health. Scale Hound's turn for round 4. With a 2-5. We have 3 shifts now, so we can change that 2 into a 5 for a crazed mulling. A 3d3 as a 1. The 3. 5 points total. Brings us to 35, but then we heal our 1 point back. For round 5 archer. And we have a 6-5. 1 shift to create a ferocious strike. 15 points of damage. And that will kill the large Scale Hound. We might get another set of fangs from that. Give that a ×2 now. And 800 more experience, which will bring us up to 23,724 experience points. Closing in on that level 10. There isn't anything else in this room. We do have an archway. Let's head over there. The dungeon is nearly complete. Say definitely over 75% done. Pass on through that archway and we come into a room that is full of boxes, food boxes. Large wooden boxes full of animal feed line one side of this room. On a shelf out of reach is a bag. If you climb the wall, you can open a sack. Roll a d6 to find out if it's a potato, carrot, or nothing. And this is the second time we've seen this type of room. I threw a couple extra boxes into it, but we can climb up here and stack the boxes up to get access to that without having to climb the wall itself. Let's see what we got. It is a sack of nothing. The room does have 2 curtained exits. We're gonna come over this way. Potential for a larger room that way. Alright. Pass through this archway. We enter into a room that is quite large. In fact, I decided, due to its size, that it was going to be the final room. I put in the steps. We have just a little bit over here, but there was no other exits, only back to here. So we would have to circle here to go through there, continue around this way for those, and then we had a little bit of a hole back here. So I felt this was enough to make it the final room. And we needed to have 75% or more done to have this particular room show up. So we have the Fur Lounge. This space is full of animal hides. Reclining on this mound of furs is the Keeper. They rise slowly. You must fight this imposing enemy. If you survive, you find 2 chests. Roll on chest table 3 and 4. The Keeper runs level 7. These tough beings rule through fear and revel in unleashing their beast upon the surface world. They are brutal but covered in old wounds from handling the animals. For maneuver, they have a double slap and a hefty club. The double slap is not blocked by anything and won't be blocked by anything. The hefty club is a 6/5, being blocked by our breastplate on primary 6s. So that is a 2d6 even, and interrupts will be hulking body on primary 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, which covers our lunging thrust and our twisting stab. And they also have a raised forearm on secondary 3s, 4s, and 5s, which also affects the lunging thrust and twisting stab, but adds in ferocious strike, so only one applies at a time. But all of our maneuvers are at a -3. I think we're going to do what we did last fight, and we're going to throw an axe at him and then drink a potion, which I didn't check to see if I recovered the axe, and I'm going to go with the penalizing myself for forgetting and saying that the axe is just gone. That would be our +2 axe, being that I forgot it. But we still have 2 other axes, plus a throwing dagger with potes on it. Let's throw the throwing dagger with potes rebound ruin, because that will let us throw it twice. And on the second hit, the interrupts do not affect it. So we'll do 2 hits with the dagger, and then we'll drink a potion. 2, 3, so the primary 2 would be blocked. Unfortunately, can't hold my mouse. Dagger does do just 4 points of damage normally, and that one was not didn't have any bonuses on it, so with the 3 interrupted, first throw only does 1 point of damage. 64, and then the rebound hit is also a hit for the full 4 points of damage. And I'm to 60 health, and we can't forget to get the dagger. And then after round 1 our turn, and we are going to drink a potion for 25 health. That will bring us up to 61 health. The Keeper's turn for round 1. Start with a 5-3. 3 shifts. We can take 2 shifts to make that 3 a 5, and 1 shift to make the 5 a 6, creating a hefty club with 2d6. 7 points of damage. That will bring us to 54 health. We heal back the 1 point to 55. Top round 2 archer. With a 1-4 and 4 shifts, we can use 2 shifts, 1 shift to make the 1 a 2, and 1 shift to make the 4 a 3 to create a twisting stab. 2d6 plus 4. 13 points of damage. Bringing him down to 47 health. Keeper's turn for round 2. We have a 2-6. 3 shifts with a 2-6 is not going to be a maneuver. Top round 3 our turn. We have a 2-6. For us, a 2-6 with 4 shifts can be changed into a twisting stab. Just using 3. 2d6 plus 4. 10 points of damage. Bring him to 37 health. Keeper's turn for round 3. We have a 4-3. We can use 3 shifts. 2 shifts for 2, and 1 shift for 3 to 2, and create a double slap, which will be the full 2d6 plus 7. Nice. For 10 points of damage. brings us to 45 health. Top round 4, our turn. Now we have a 4-2 and 5 shifts. We can use 2 shifts to change that 2 into a 4. And we can use 2 shifts to change that 4 into a 6. Create a ferocious strike, causing 2d6 plus 7. 12 points of damage. Bringing him down to 25 health. Keeper's turn for round 4. With a 2-1, we only need 1 shift to create another double slap. 19 points of damage. Brings us down to 26 health. Round 5, our turn. We have a 6-5. That only requires 1 shift to make the 5 a 4 or a ferocious strike. That is 15 points of damage. Bringing him down to 10 health. Keeper's turn for round 5. Now we have a 4-6. 5 shifts. Can't get to a double slap, but we can get to a heavy club. 2 shifts for 4 to 6, and 1 shift for 6 to 5. And that's 2d6 even. 4 points of damage. I haven't been healing with the aura, forgetting all kinds of things this combat, but that'll bring us to 22, and we'll heal back 1 point. I would have to watch the video back to see what I missed, so we'll just continue on with me not getting 4 or 5 points of health back. We'll be at 23 now. Okay. Top around 6, our turn. It's okay. We can have them. We can do this. We have a 2-2 and 7 shifts. 1 shift will get us a twisting stab, but 6 shifts will get us to a ferocious strike. 4 shifts there, and 2 shifts here. That will be 2d6 plus 7. 13 points of damage. And that puts an end to the keeper. Now, before I forget, let's see if we can get the dagger back. Well, no. We don't get the dagger back because it was deflected on its first hit, right? I don't know. Either way, the roll to 3, so the dagger it broke or whatever. So it's gone either way. Let's take that off our sheet. Alright, this room is loaded though. The keeper has 2 pouches on them, and then there are 2 chests. We also get a load of experience points. Let's do the experience behind the card first. Here, let's put the card away for a second so you can see that. I'll bring the card back up after. We are currently at 23,724, and adding 1,850 brings us up to 25,574 experience points, which we only needed 25,000 to become level 10. So we get to max level. We'll go through the leveling up portion in just a moment. We'll get our 10 health and all that, and pick a maneuver to replace lunging thrust. But first we'll get our supplies. We'll get our 2 pouches and our 2 chests. Our first pouch is a pouch table 3 plus 2. That would be a 10. Folded up into a square is a scroll of sunder and a glass orb. There is also 2d6 plus 5 gold pieces in the pouch. Right. We can add that to the sheet here. We'll check on what that does exactly in a moment. Let's get our 2d6 plus 5 gold pieces. 13 gold pieces. And we'll take the glass orb. Not sure what I will use it for or what we can do with it, but that's like most of the things in my inventory. Okay. Now a pouch table 4 with no bonuses, and that is a 3. The pouch is empty. All right, we're done with the keeper, and we are done with the pouches. Let's check the chest tables. First, chest table 3. We have a 6. The chest is virtually empty apart from half a silver cross worth 2d6 silver pieces wrapped in cloth. It is worth 10 silver pieces. Let's put that on the sheet. And then let's check the chest table 4. That is a 7. Inside is a wooden box that breaks apart as you flip it open and see 2 potions. The roll on potion table 2 and 3. Just open up 2 spots for potions, but if either one's a health potion, we are drinking it. Red dice will be potion table 2 and black dice will be potion table 3. We have a 1 and a 6 and a potion of extra healing and a potion of willpower. So we'll put the willpower potion in our pack and drink the extra healing. The extra healing gives us 30 healing, 30 points. That'll bring us to 53 before our level up health bonus. But we're up at 53 at the moment. And the potion gives us +1 discipline for a floor. Let's close all these up. Put away the inventory. We are level 10, which, alright, our discipline goes up by 1 and our precision goes up by 1. The reason, if you missed it in previous episodes, discipline is currently a 5 because we have a ring on that increases that by 1. So we will add 1 onto both of these, bringing precision to 5 and discipline up to 6. Our health goes up to our max of 100, and we gain 10 to our current amount, making us at 63 out of 100. Let's fix that on here as well. And we can't level up anymore, so we can drop that like so. Now we get to check our maneuver here. Let's find out what we got. We're going to replace the lunging thrust, and I wanted a maneuver that uses very similar dice. The 5-3 works pretty good. I want something that does 2d6, not the 1d6. So let's go with Savage Glance. That is a 5-2, replacing the 5-3 we currently have. Okay, there's our Savage Glance. Our level up is all set and done. I have to add in the rest of the information for the Scroll of Sunder. 1 strike of 20 damage to all foes. We might hold on to that for a bit. You have a multiple enemy fight. That's a little tight in there, but that works. Now we did have an option to leave the dungeon level 7 one more time, but this room does not touch the outside wall, and we haven't had any rooms touch the outside wall in a while. So we're just gonna go on the steps and do our rest between levels and get a few hit points there. Call it good for this day. Yeah, we'll have to return to town on the next floor when we get a chance. But after resting on the steps, we shouldn't be worried about health, so we'll be okay. We are out of healing potions though, and I don't think we have enough stuff for haste. We have 3 doses of health paste, and actually we have 6. We have 2 vials of 3 doses of health paste, so we're not as bad off as we seem. We also have a pile of Menagerie leaves that we can eat without having to mix. I let the health get kind of low there. We weren't too worried about it though. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for staying till the end, and I will see you again next week on level 8. Until then, good night and goodbye for now.